Hello, lovely people. Yes, I have yet another haul. I know I'm not supposed to be buying much until I get organized. However, we went to Las Vegas, and anything goes whilst in Vegas. And I discovered the heaven on earth that is Zia Records. I'm going to put in some B-roll, so to speak, that I shot there. We went to two different locations. I was unable to get footage of the second location because it was a little more compact and a little more crowded. And, I didn't want a video full of strangers who had not given their consent to be in my video. But anyway, at the first location, I found The Hound of the Baskervilles with Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee. As you can see by the price, this was a brand new one. In fact, it was in one of those little plastic cases where they need the little key to open it up at the register. As you all know, I am used to paying used prices for things, so this was kind of a splurge on my part. But as I said, Las Vegas. And I finally found Street Fighter. I am so excited. This, for some reason, has been hard for me to track down out in the wild, so to speak. Raul Julia's performance is the stuff of legend, if you know the lore there. So I definitely am happy to have this in the collection. I also found The Wicker Man. As you can see, I'm kind of building up my Christopher Lee collection these days. I recently purchased the Nicolas Cage remake of this because it's so, legendary for how bad it is. But I really did enjoy the original when I saw it. So, and this has quite a bit of extras on it, which is nice. And a couple I picked up just on a whim were I, Tonya and Bubba Hotep, both of which I have seen and enjoyed. It's been a while since I saw either one of those, though, but it's very nice to have them in the collection. After we went to Zia Records, I was looking on their website and discovered you can search and find out which location has a certain movie. So I found out a second location that wasn't very far away had They Live. My initial goal was to get a $7.99 pre-owned copy that they had on the website that was kind of a bare bones DVD edition. But then when I got there, I spotted this one on the shelf next to it, and it has a audio commentary with John Carpenter and Roddy Piper, which that just sounded like too much fun to miss. So I grabbed this one. Jumanji. I've been seeing it around and I pass it by and I just decided it was time. I have actually never seen this, believe it or not. Now, tonal shift, Jumanji to 8.5. They had a little cart there, like an inventory they hadn't put up on the shelves yet cart. I've had good luck finding those, by the way. I have had 8.5 on my Letterboxd watch list pretty much since I joined Letterboxd, so it's time. And I believe it's on Criterion Channel, so I could have just watched it, but, collector's gonna collect. And also on that inventory cart, they had a sealed copy of Network in a little snap case there. It sounds a little loose in there. Hopefully it's not scratched. As some of you know, I'm kind of a Sidney Lumet person, and I have actually not seen this. And this is one of his most popular films, I think, so yeah. Also, at that second location, I discovered they had discount areas, which they did not have at the first location, best I could tell. But I got Running Scared for $1.99. This was a favorite for my mom and I to watch on VHS back in the day, and I don't think I've really seen it since then. And for 99 cents, I got The Water Horse, Legend of the Deep. It looked like a nice, fun fantasy to add to my fantasy collection, so. And, I have 2 items for my Diane Wiest collection. Yay! Falling in Love I've been looking for quite a while. And The Humbling I haven't really seen anywhere either. I started to watch this on a streaming service. I want to say Amazon Prime, maybe, but I haven't finished it. So maybe I'll just go ahead and watch the DVD. Falling in Love I saw a long time ago, and I can't tell you what it's about, but there's Miss Wiest right there with Ms. Streep. Legends. And my daughter picked up Batman Year One and Wonder Woman animated original movie. Those are for her collection. And these are for the Diane Wiest shelf, obviously. And these are general population, so to speak. So this is the Zia Records haul from both locations. My husband had some pretty good luck, too, with his toy hunting. And our daughter got some stuff, too. So we ended up shipping these movies home. And it went all right. They seem to have survived the journey just fine. I know it sounds funny, get deals out of town and then pay to ship them home. But the thing is, they weren't just deals, they were items that have been hard to find. So it was worth it to us to send them home. Also in Las Vegas, we went to a Goodwill, and I was amazed at what I found on their shelves. Well, first of all, they had way more movies than our local Goodwills do, so that was cool right off the bat. But the very first thing I found when I got there was Mo Money. I have been on the lookout for this for ages, and when I finally found copies online, they were charging a lot of money for it. So I don't know if it's out of print or what, but $2.99 at Goodwill, still sealed. Score. Another that's been similarly hard to track down is Moonlight, which still has a slipcover and is also sealed for $2.99. I was very excited. And also, I found 1 hour photo, which I've always been really curious about. Apparently it's a very spooky performance from Mr. Robin Williams. I grabbed The Perks of Being a Wallflower, which I could have sworn I already had, but it turns out I have it on digital, and that's why I was used to seeing it. Jojo Dancer, Your Life is Calling, which stars Richard Pryor, and he also directed it. I've always been curious about this one, but I've never really seen it out anywhere. $2.99, sealed copy. And this one I just had to get for shiggles, as they say. From Justin to Kelly, starring Kelly Clarkson and Justin Guarini from American Idol Season 1. Yeah, you're probably familiar with Kelly, at least. Justin Guarini you may know as Little Sweet from the Dr. Pepper commercials. Yes, that is him. This is not a great movie, but honestly, I don't see where it's much worse than any of the other things they were churning out in that same era. It's kind of a product of its time, really. So, anywho. And also at that Goodwill, we spotted Small Soldiers on a VHS clamshell, $1.49. So, as some of you know, I am a Phil Hartman fan, and this is his final film. I'm probably going to just use this as a display item, as I don't currently have a VCR, and I do have the film on DVD. Forgive me if I sound a little weird. I'm a bit dried out from the trip, desert climate and all, so I may sound a little grittier than usual. I'm not doing a vocal fry on purpose, I promise. So anyhow, that is the Las Vegas haul. Oh, we are working on getting up the media shelf I bought on Amazon recently. My husband is going to put it up for me, so that's nice. I don't have to worry about that part. But when I start filling it with movies, I will probably do a video on that. So thank you for watching. I appreciate you being here. Take care and good luck collecting to those of you who do.